I will start by asking Dr. Russell, I was listening to your testimony, and you said education is a goal, and Mr. Mendoza said the same thing. Mr. Scott, we want these Native American students to be well educated. But you can't be well educated, in my opinion, when you're attending school, wearing your coat and wearing your mittens, and hoping that the blanket keeps out the 30-degree below zero air. So safety, and we've got to start with safety. You've got collapsing roofs, leaking roofs, buckling floors, exposed wires, popping circuit breakers, gas leaks. That's totally unacceptable. There's no way to get that education and to learn under those conditions. So when I was touring the Bug-O-Nay-Ge-Shig School up in the Chippewa National Forest in northern Minnesota, and I saw all of these things, I said, well, how can this be? Where's the list that shows when this school is going to be fixed? And by the way, it's not that money isn't being spent. They're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars making repairs, and yet the school is still fundamentally a metal pole barn with all of those safety hazards. So how can it be that this school has not been on the list for replacement? How can that be? How can you have a system with a school like that, and yet the Bug-O-Nay-Ge-Shig High School is not on the list? So how can that be?
Mr. Chairman, the process of school construction within BIE and Indian Affairs within the department is there was a list that was created in 2004, a priority list. And currently right now with the 15 budget, we have enough money to build and rebuild the Beatrice Rafferty School. And in our proposed 16, we have finally money that's being asked to build the last of that 2004 list, the Little Singer School as well as Cove Day School. Indian Affairs, through DFMC, Division of Facilities, Maintenance and Construction, they're in the process of finalizing an application to create the next list. That's the process that we have. When I was the co-chairman of the Negotiated Rulemaking Construction Committee, prior to becoming the director, we viewed a lot of these schools. I've been to the Bug School, and I've seen those deployment conditions, and I agree. It's one of the biggest frustrations that we have. In order to repair all of our schools, that report said that we would need $1.3 billion. And so, of course, right now we don't have $1.3 billion. But what we do have within the process is to align with that new list is a plan going forward, much like the Department of Defense did when they had a long-term plan to repair their buildings. So we're in the process of developing a 6 to 7 year plan to begin that process. I think we start on that road by first having the first Beatrice Rafferty and now 2 more schools.
Excuse me for interrupting, when would we see that plan?
We hope to have it this summer. That the final plan that'll be aligned with the new school construction list. It is our hope that with the new school construction list that is coming up, the applications are due the end of June, and then we'll go through the review of those lists and then make it public at the end of this summer. And that way then we would have a ranking of the next list for construction, and also in concert with our plan to move forward with our 17 budget and beyond.
Well, we're looking forward to that plan, and I think that the Native American students and American people, as they're starting to learn more and more about this, are frustrated because we don't ever seem to get to it. So if you drive through to completion here, and let's see this plan, but I'm concerned because the Bug School, which I say the same thing, it's a whole lot easier to pronounce, that wasn't even on the list. Yeah. And it's not safe. And we're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to make yearly repairs. It's just not money wisely spent when we should be replacing the school. I'll try